Hello everybody, Chris Campbell here in the clock shop this evening with another tutorial. So as a machinist at hand, a lot of the times when you come across a tool that you may need for a clock repair, such as this cuckoo clock movement, sometimes it's cheaper and economically better to make the tool than it is to buy the tool. If you're on a tight schedule and the customer needs his clock back in a week, if you were to order the tool, it can take a week for it to be shipped to you. And then that's going to put you on a bind trying to get the clock back. Also, the price of the tool. What we have here is what I call clock legs, or movement legs. These are some that I made personally on the lathe, and I'm going to show you exactly what we did. So starting out, this was originally a 14-inch round raw bar stock. It was just solid metal. So what I ended up doing was putting it into the lathe, turning it down, or truing it. I put this, let me get my pen here. Well, let's use this here. So I ended up turning it to here. So from here to here is 5.5 millimeters. Then I put this tapered piece here, and then put another tapered piece here, which is 4 millimeters. And then I turned it down further and put this piece here, which was 11 millimeters, and then I used a tap, or a die I should say, not a tap, a die, to thread it. This is going to be used for if I'm using to hang it on a wall. I have a fixture that will fit onto this, and a nut will screw onto it to hold it for both pieces. So it will fit onto the wall like so. And I'll show you more about that in a moment. Then I turned the shaft down and put a tapered piece here at the end. Now the tapered, or the shaft itself, is 43 millimeters, and from here to here is 14 millimeters. And I threaded this piece using a die. Now the brass piece was a little bit easier because it's brass, much solid or softer material. So what I did was take a 6-inch raw round brass stock, trued it off, cut it off. I ended up putting this in my milling machine to cut this recess out right here in the center, right here. And then I did a light knurling, just a very light knurling. Now, as you can see on the back side, when I drilled way off center. So there's a reason for that. I drilled up at the 12 o'clock position, tapped it, and then chamfered the hole. And so this will actually thread onto here, like so. And there's a reason that it is offset. Now, I also put a heavy knurling on this end, because this is the part that you're going to be putting a lot of pressure on. And I also chrome plated it at the same time. So let's say if you're working on this and you need to work on the movement, this will fit perfectly in the movement out of the way. And you can tighten it down here. And I made a duplicate one here. So we'll place it on the bottom side here and tighten it down. Now I have another duplicate set, but these are a little bit different, and I'm going to show you those in just a moment. So we're going to place one here. They're all the same length. There's just a little bit difference, and you'll see that in just a moment. And then one here. Now these come in handy when you're working on a movement, because these become legs of the movement. Now you have the movement suspended off of the workbench, so you can have access to the bottom to work on the pivots. You can work on the gears inside. You can rotate it any direction that you need to manipulate the parts inside, work on the gears. And it acts as a shelf, kind of, or a stabilizer. Now what sets these two pieces here apart is, instead of having this threaded piece, it's just the solid shaft. But it's the same length, everything's the same. It just does not have this extra threaded piece, because these are not going to be wall base mounts. And even the blueprints that I drew up personally match everything precisely. Even the placement of the hole As you can see, the black piece here. If we were to lay this over this piece here, this black piece here indicates the hole that's drilled completely through into the other piece. So as we screw it on, you will see how the piece comes through and locks. Now you can buy this set from a clock maker such as Time Savers, Merritt's, some of the other clock places. You can get them in a set of 4, just like this. They sell for about $30. But again, it takes about a week and a half to get them in place or ordered and here. So with all 4 pieces to custom make the arbors and the caps to fit, I have roughly $12.97 in all 4 pieces. Time-wise, each one took roughly an hour to make, so you're looking at 4 hours per set to make, which is a lot less than a week's time getting it in to the mail. So sometimes it pays to make your own parts if you have the ability, the lathe and machines to do it, and the knowledge and the measurement tools and the dies that you need to do it. But if not, then it's probably cheaper to go ahead and buy them. That way you know it's professionally made. But if you are any type of a clock maker that is working with tools on a daily basis, measurement tools, lathes, milling machines, grinders, this is a very simple project. And you can save a lot of money by making your very own tools. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Have a wonderful evening.